Hey there, movie lovers! Today, we're diving into the mystery and tragedy behind the ending of Kang 2024. If you're a fan of films with twists, haunting love stories, and deep emotional connections, you're in the right place. Let's unpack the story of Makmer and Sari, a tale that mixes love, loss, and the supernatural. Setting the stage. At the start of the movie, we meet Makmer, a soldier who has been away at war for months, fighting to defend his country. His thoughts often wander back home to his wife, Sari, who is pregnant with their child. Before he left, he promised her he'd return soon. The war isn't easy, and Makmer and his fellow soldiers are faced with countless dangers, bullets, grenades, and the loss of comrades. Yet, despite the chaos, Makmer holds on to the hope of returning home to his family. Life after war. Once the war is over, Makmer and his friends, Supra, Jaka, Sola, and Fadril, begin their journey back to their villages, eager to reunite with their loved ones. But when Makmer arrives at his village, something feels off. The once bustling town is eerily quiet. The sounds of children playing, the laughter of neighbors, it's all gone. The village feels abandoned, and a sense of unease fills the air. The haunted village. As Makmer approaches his house, he's dropped off by a boatman, but the boatman is visibly disturbed. He hurries away, as if the place is cursed or haunted. Inside his home, Makmer is reunited with Sari, his beautiful wife, and their newborn child. The baby was born while he was away at war, and Sari has remained the same radiant woman he remembers, having won the village beauty contest 3 years in a row. Everything seems perfect, or so it appears. The growing suspicion. As the days pass, strange things start to happen. Jaka begins to have unsettling dreams about a ghost, and Makmer struggles to find a boatman willing to take him to the market. Eventually, he and his friends row the boat themselves. When they arrive at the market, the villagers react oddly to Makmer. They're scared of him. Whenever he asks for something, whether it's spices, fruits, or fish, they hand it over without hesitation. They won't even take his money. Their only excuse is, "We don't want to anger Sari." At the local bar, Makmer and his friends meet an eccentric villager who drops a bombshell. He hints that Sari may not be human. He tells Makmer that he is living with a ghost. Digging deeper, Makmer brushes off these words, thinking it's all a joke. But his friends aren't so sure. They decide to investigate further. While wandering through the fields, Fadril finds a skeleton hand, a chilling discovery that seems to confirm their suspicions. But before he can tell anyone, he's stung by a swarm of bees, and the mystery deepens. Soon, the group begins to believe that Sari has indeed passed away and that the woman living with Makmer is her spirit. They decide to break the news to him, but when they try to confront Makmer, they can't bring themselves to say it. It's too painful, and Makmer doesn't want to believe it. He's in love with her, and the thought that she's gone is too much to bear. The heartbreaking truth. One evening, Sari finally confronts the group. She begs them to stop interfering with her life, saying she only wants to live happily with Makmer. But when Makmer hears about their suspicions, he feels betrayed by his closest friends. He tells them to leave his home at first light, refusing to believe their claims. The real twist comes when Fadril realizes something odd. Makmer isn't wearing his wedding ring. Fadril begins to think that the skeleton hand he found earlier might actually belong to Makmer. Could it be that Makmer died during the war, and no one ever told Sari? But in a shocking revelation, it turns out that Sari is the real ghost, not Makmer. She had died at the start of the story, and the woman living with Makmer was her spirit. The moment Makmer screamed after Jaka threw sticky black rice at him wasn't because he was a ghost. It was because the rice got into a fresh wound from the war, causing him immense pain. Seeking help, Makmer and his friends go to a shaman for help, but when they arrive at the shaman's house, they find that the woman has already died. So, they seek the advice of another shaman, who tells them there are 4 ways to defeat a ghost: black sticky rice, a garden of flowers, a wooden sword with spells to send the ghost to the afterlife, and a rope coated with chicken blood to protect against ghost attacks. The shaman creates a protective circle, telling them that as long as they stay inside the barrier, No ghost can harm them. When Sari arrives, the shaman tries to banish her, claiming she belongs in hell. But none of the shaman's methods work, and soon he abandons Makmur and his friends, leaving them frustrated and scared. Sari's anger. Sari, now furious, ropes Makmur's friends and accuses them of trying to destroy her happiness with Makmur. She vows to kill them all so she can live peacefully with him. But before she can carry out her plan, Makmur stops her. He reminds her that these friends saved his life during the war and that they meant no harm. He begs her to let go of her anger. In a heart-wrenching moment, Makmur tells Sari that he loves her deeply and the only way they can truly be together is if she takes him with her to the spirit world. Sari, overcome with love and compassion, refuses. She could never hurt him. And that's when Makmur reveals the truth. He's known all along that she's a ghost. Yet, he's been willing to live with her in this haunting existence because the thought of losing her again is simply unbearable. The final decision. Makmur doesn't care that the villagers call him foolish for living with a ghost. He would eat insects and dry leaves for the rest of his life if it meant staying with Sari. For him, his place is wherever she is. As the movie comes to a close, Makmur chooses to stay with Sari for eternity. 50 years later, their home becomes a museum, attracting tourists who come to learn about the tragic love story of Sari and Makmur. It's said that their spirits still appear in photos taken at the house, forever captured in time, together once more. Closing remarks. So there you have it, folks. The love story of Kang Mak is one filled with heartbreak, loss, and ultimately, eternal devotion. Makmur's refusal to let go of Sari, even in death, is a powerful reminder of the strength of love. It's a haunting tale that blurs the line between life and death, leaving us to question what we do for the ones we love. Would we follow them beyond the veil, just like Makmur did? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie breakdowns. See you next time.